All right, welcome to RezoBiz. I have a special one for you this week. A old Regal, believed to be made in the late 20s, and we're going to hot rod it this week. Take it apart, get to see some of the parts and the way that it's made, and get it back together and see what kind of sound we can get out of it. Here we go. Hi, I'm Byrl with Byrl Guitars, and this is RezoBiz, where everything is greater with a resonator. So I've cleaned up the frets a little bit, run some steel wool over them, cleaned up the fretboard. This has been refinished at one point. Really, it just, to me, I don't know what you think, but I like it. I like the old look to it, and I run a little bit of special mixture of finished stuff that I make over this. Stained the nut, brand new nut, but it didn't look like it flowed with it, so I stained the nut to look old and stuff. And we've got fresh notches. Have raised it. It's not quite as tall as we normally do, but this guitar is not really built for the tension that's on a square neck guitar. Plus, it's not quite as thick of a neck. It is that V neck though. So I've got that new nut put in, got that raised up, and now we're gonna we got this leveled and cleaned up. Now we're gonna get a cone in there, get a new saddle on it, and I think put it back together then. I got the old cone back out and laid it in here. I don't know that I've seen one as beat up as this before, and this one's a little straightened out compared to the way it was, but saddles have got some problems. We're going to be able to do a lot for this thing. Yeah. So, just using this cone gives it kind of an old-timey sound, but the customer wants to freshen the sound up, get some volume out of it. And this thing is a wreck. So we're definitely putting a new cone in it, new spider, new saddles, and it's going to have the old look, but a bigger sound, newer sound, I guess. I think it is very neat though, and I don't know if I showed that. I put this brace across here, brace this up here, but don't. Raising that nut will create enough tension, it'll start pushing down. This will cave in right here. And I did this for Rob also on his guitar, which was pretty much the same thing. I was trying to think, there was some it was in the cover plate. This was missing though, and there was a weird diamond thing stuck in it. Somebody pushed into his, but what they believe, I forget. I looked it up. I was doing a little bit of my own research, and what I was finding is late 1920s, 1930s is about how old these guitars are. Is what's believed anyhow. But after that much time, there's probably going to be some things done to them. But I think it's cool. It's really awesome, and I love that they left this open. And why they didn't follow with that more, I'm not sure. And I get it that it needs bracing in here, but that's not near as hard as putting that big sound well thing in there, which really killed a lot of the tone. Alright, let me get a new cone and stuff for this. got new saddles in there, new spider, new cone, and old cover plate. This is arrow, Byrl. That cover plate does not have a palm rest. I know. I'm making one for him. He'll have a wooden one. I'm gonna get it to look old like this. That'll be fun. Let me get this together. We'll get some strings on it, hear what it sounds like, and we'll make a palm rest for it. Alright, I've just laid this on here for right now. Actually, the cover plate's just laid on it, but now it'll go about like that. Like, that matches the rest of it really good. Just like you can't see the net I got. But it's not bright white under there. I stained it a little bit to give it an aged look, and this is not really aged, although it's not glossy, so it kind of gives it that antique look. I might rub off some of the middle to catch some of that yellow color there, but yeah, I think especially right in here, it matches pretty good. Although this is just a birch, I think, laminate, and this is a flame maple. Be cool if the whole guitar was that way, but I wouldn't want to change it. The special thing about this guitar is it's late 1920s, so and if I didn't, well, the sound of it's wonderful. I forget whether I've recorded this for you or not, but the sound of this guitar is really cool for an old guitar. So I decided to rub through parts of it where your hand. I might even do more right here, but to give it more and you see it, I'm catching that color, but to give it more of a worn look to match the rest of it. I think I about nailed it there. I think I'm happy with that. I love the flame, the lines going through it. I love flame maple. We got flathead screws, and I absolutely and entirely loathe flathead screws, but if this was my guitar, I still wouldn't change it, because it's, I don't know if these are, but I'm very sure. In fact, I ought to look it up, figure out when Phillips were invented, but these are factory to this guitar, I think, or this is what was on it. And because of its age, I wouldn't change it. Oh, that was about needing some help there. It did bite there at the end, but it went down a good bit before it did. It just takes a little more time. I like just dropping them in with it, or even putting them in on the end of a what is that, Phillips, and then just setting them in there. Or sometimes I actually will. That's what I do when I drill myself. I drill the holes and then I just put them in. But I put them on a Phillips, turn them backwards, wait till it falls in, and turn it, and then just get them started and run around with the drill. But these I just do one at a time, take your time with it. So as I was tightening this, I noticed a blowout, I guess, or something here. The screw was kind of sticking out like that, and this piece was, as I tighten it, it was tensioning, it's pulling out like this, and I tried to screw it back in and the hole stripped out. So we will fill it with a piece of wood. I do not know why my camera won't focus right, but we're going to fill that with a piece of wood, and then I'll re-drill it. I got my little scalpel and I'll just cut that off flush. Touch it with a little super glue. And I'm not gluing this metal to it. That's loose. I just put a little super glue in there on that piece of wood because when I drill into it, I don't want it spinning. I want it like a fresh piece of wood. There we go. That tightened down real nice. Yeah, so that did much better than it was. I was able to snug that up. There we go. Alright. See what I'm saying though? That's just an old gear. And I'll tell you this too. They work good. They still work. They still work wonderful. And I just did something on another guitar. I can't remember if it was a Regal or what it was. And the crazy tuners, I could broke my fingers trying to turn them. And here this old thing is. Still working good. I forgot to add this little part in the video, but I want to do a sound test now. So here's me just messing around a little bit with it after I got it set up. It sounds a lot different. Thank you for watching a little bit of Rezo Biz. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. And I try to put out a video every week, but life gets busy for me. And the thing that will end up going is the videos. And I'll end up putting them on the back burner while I get other things done. I have been busy. I have videos already made and just waiting to be have the put together on the computer and everything edited. There's the word. And put online. So stay tuned. I've got all sorts of stuff. I haven't forgot about the old Pecky Cypress videos is already made, just waiting to go out for it. So keep watching. Videos are coming. Have a wonderful one of Rob and why dobro should be a first instrument. An interview with him, Rob Ikes. And if just keep an eye out, and you'll be able to see that one coming up and quite a few other things. So I'm excited for what's coming. Keep an eye out. Subscribe. Like it if you've enjoyed it. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.